Very good afternoon to all. Thank you for being here today. Welcome to Tally CA Connect. Just recently, after the release of TallyPrime 5.0, we have brought in a small release that is TallyPrime 5.1 to help enhance few features such as the process of e-way bill generation, like keeping the GST master data intact in spite of the data changes in the GST exchanges. And it also gives a notification now. The error of the API connection with the GSTR to-be reconciliation is now rectified, and you can use it seamlessly. And many more small enhancements which Mohit is going to take, which please allow me to introduce the expert for today, that is CA Mohit Patni. Mohit sir is a practicing CA and a Tally evangelist. He has done various assignments where he has automated the process of a company using Tally features and helped them with a proper MIS setup. He has a wide experience in the field of direct and indirect taxes, assurance, auditing, and accounting. Mohit is an amazing trainer and has taken multiple sessions on indirect taxes and Tally at various ICI and Tally forums. But before we begin, I'd really want to insist that, which I've been insisting over the last few sessions as well. We know for a fact that people have upgraded to TallyPrime 5.0, but are not using the connected GST and features as much. We have received great feedbacks on how it has been very time saving, reduction on manual errors because of so many automation in place, requesting you all to please experience it first and then take a call. And please do experience as to what TallyPrime 5.1 has to offer and make the most out of it this session. Thank you, Mohit for taking out time and doing this session for us. So over to you.
Thank you, Komal, and thank you, TallyConnect, and all my colleagues, chartered accountants, who are here to enlighten ourselves on a software which we use in our daily lives. So Tally has again come up with a new release and tried to resolve the issues which a common businessman was facing. And it's really wonderful that this time the issues that they have picked up and the way that it has been resolved is tremendous. So let me just give me a second. Let me share my screen. So today we are here to discuss TallyPrime 5.1. So a minor release post TallyPrime 5.0. So again with a motto that let's learn, implement and share. So the Komal rightly said that the Tally has come up with the various changes, the connected GST features and all, which are really tremendous and time saving. But the first thing is that we need to learn. So that's why Tally keep on taking such type of sessions. Kahin na kahin they try that people start learning it. The second most important thing is to implement. That at least at our CA offices we implement the software, the latest version of the software, so we are aware about the features, we can use them, we can save our time, we can do the compliance work more effectively. And third is the share with the clients, and then we share with our clients, with the business owners, that yes, these are the good features that you should start using it. Tally is trying to automate the various things, but it is on us that how it reaches to the businessman and businessman gets the effective use of it. So as you all are aware, in TallyPrime 5, there were many changes relating to GST, connected GST, wherein you are not required to even go to GST portal for filing of the GSTR 1 return, or even for downloading GSTR 2A, 2B, anything. So it's such a seamless experience Tally has given. And on that mode or on that road only, they have come up with few of the changes, or you could say the improvements, which the issues they wanted to resolve in TallyPrime 5.1. So first thing is the updation, that you need to use the latest version of the TallyPrime 5.1. And nowadays TallyPrime 5 has come up with a feature of bell icon, that every person who is not migrated to TallyPrime 5.1 must have received a notification in the top bell icon. Let me show that this bell icon looks like what. So at the top right, you would see a bell icon. So all those who have not migrated to TallyPrime 5.1 must have got a notification here, wherein we have got a link to upgrade it, and it's just a 15-20 second task that you can very well be upgraded to TallyPrime 5.1. Now, whenever I take sessions or whenever I interact with the people, why they have not migrated to the latest version or what, so they say that our client's data is in the previous version, or someone is using TallyPrime 2 or Tally ERP 9 or TallyPrime 4, and they are not migrating to the latest version. So let me clear you one thing, that in a single PC you can maintain n number of Tally versions. It is not at all mandatory that if once you have migrated to TallyPrime 5.1, you cannot run a data in TallyPrime 4. Concurrently on a same PC, you can run 5 TallyPrime versions. So let me show my desktop also. So you can see that in my desktop there is TallyPrime 5.1, TallyPrime 5, TallyPrime 4, edit log. So I have n number of versions and I can run them parallelly. It is not required that if I am running 5.1, I cannot run TallyPrime 4. So this is a myth that you cannot migrate to the new version because your client's data is in the previous version. So this is the foremost thing which I wanted to clear everyone, that you should start using the latest version by at least updating your Tally software license so that you are aware of the features and you can then ask your clients to use it and upgrade them with these features. So agenda, if I talk about the other things that the Komal has told, ki e-way bill has come up with the changes, then the GST good enhancements have come. So first thing is the GST migration setup, that whenever you migrated from TallyPrime 2 or the older versions, the migration setup has changed. They have given you more flexibility so that the migration gets easy and you no more uncertain transactions or GST errors or voucher numbering errors come when you migrate the data from the old version. So whenever you migrate from the old version, so let me tell you that in the earlier versions, so in the notification tab, you must have seen that this type of notifications always keep on coming. That this is the notification that you can migrate to TallyPrime 5.1, because the screen right now shown to you is of TallyPrime 5. So it shows that you can migrate, and to migrate you can just click here and click on the upgrade now. As soon as you click on the upgrade now, you will be migrated to the new version of TallyPrime. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So now you could see that in the older versions, whenever I used to migrate, so suppose I say I want to migrate a file from TallyPrime 5 or something, so it does not give me the options ki mere ko voucher numbering, how I want to retain the voucher number, or what will be my HSN setup. But when we talk about the TallyPrime 5.1, it has given us the flexibility that you can set the HSN numbers also and the voucher numbering, that you want to retain original voucher numbers or you want to renumber them. So this is my TallyPrime 5.1. If you want to see that what is the license version of you, you just need to go into the help about, and in about section, you will find a thing that it is the TallyPrime 5.1, the latest release, which has been updated with. Now let us try and migrate the old version data. So I go, here is my previous version data, which was in TallyPrime 2, and it says the migration is required. And now whenever I click on this migration, so let me just change the name of the company, because the name of the company is same. It is giving me the error. So let me just change the name of this company. I will just add a demo word. And now I goes to Alt F3. This is my old company. When I migrate this now, so you could see that I have been given an option in the configurations that do you want to create the HSN summary also. And in summary, you want to create the summary of B2C all sections or all sections except B2C. And what will be the numbers, 4, 6 or 8. So now the GST will give you the errors according to the number set. Suppose you have set 6 and your data contains 4, then a GST error will be given. Otherwise, no GST error will be given and you will be very smoothly migrated to the new version. And along with that, it has also given me the maximum length and then the ignore difference, that to what level you want to ignore the difference in the GST. So I could set up to 0, 1, 2, whatever I want, greater or lesser, both. Apart from that, there is an important type of voucher numbering. You want to retain the original voucher numbers or what? So it is given again an option. for sales voucher type you want to do this, or for all voucher types you want to do this, or it's none. So you can select as per your wish and requirement and can perform the migration function. It will make your migration very easy and you will not get much of the errors while migrating to TallyPrime latest version. So this is the one latest feature which has come in TallyPrime 5.1, that when you migrate from the old version, you have an option to select the HSN you want, that how much length of HSN you need and for which section. Second is the voucher numbering. You want to retain original voucher number or renumber them, you have an option available for it. So this was the first feature wherein the migration is made easy. Now let us go to another feature which has come up with it. Now the e-way enhancements. So e-way bill enhancements have been come. So earlier what used to happen is whenever you used to generate an e-way bill for from and to distance, so you need to find a distance, pin to pin distance from a public platform or a public portal. What is the distance between this pin code to this pin code. And it used to take your time that you need to go to another website, you need to put your pin codes there and then enter the distance into the tally, and then only the e-way bill could have been generated. But in 5.1 they have come up with a great feature wherein you are not required to mention or go to public portal and find this distance. Tally automatically will calculate the distance between the two pins and create an e-way bill for you. No more error of distance not given will come up if you have mentioned the pin codes in the dispatch from and ship to details. So if your company have a pin code, company address have a pin code and your party have a pin code address, Tally automatically will find the distance between those two and put it in the e-way bill. You are no more required to go in a public portal and find it. So let us see how it happens in Tally. So I have suppose created a sales invoice. So suppose I have created this sales invoice here. And now while creating a sales invoice, what happens is you have to make sure that your buyer to whom you are selling and pin code has been updated here. So by default, this pin code will be taken, and this pin code, as you all know, comes in the dispatch details also, party details. This has been fetched here. So if you want to change any ship to or it will take the details from here. So first of all, a pin code of your party is required. And second is your pin code, which is mentioned in the company main details. Now Tally, what happens? It will calculate the distance at its own. And when we go and create an e-way bill. So suppose I say, yes, I want to create an e-way bill. Earlier, what used to happen? I need to mention the pin to pin distance here. So suppose in an option, I used to mention this pin to pin distance earlier. Otherwise, an error used to come up. And what I need to do is I used to go to this public website. And at this public website, we used to mention the pin codes that this from this I need to mean and then the distance is given. But now no such requirement is there. Tally itself calculates this distance and gives you the result. So I have not mentioned the distance here, but still you will find that there is no error when I am going to generate an e-way bill. So let us go and see that while generating an e-way bill, is there any pendency given? So I go to the reports, and when I go to the e-way bill generation, so you could see that both the invoices are ready for the IRN generation. We just see that in this invoice, there was no pin to pin distance we mentioned, but Tally automatically picks that now. We have not mentioned the pin to pin distance. In earlier versions, the error used to come that you need to mention this pin to pin distance and then only the e-way bill was generated. So this is the one major change which has come up, which will make the life of a person who is generating an e-way bill very easy. Second enhancement, same in the e-way bill only, and that second enhancement is in case of the export invoices. Earlier, what used to do is when the person creates an e-way bill for the export invoices, it was not generating properly. But now this problem does not exist. Now you can create very easily the e-way bill for an export invoice from Tally itself. So what you need to do is you just need to mention the pin code of the port till where you are sending. I think everyone is aware of the rule that in GST, when you are exporting the goods, you need to create an e-way bill from your location to the location of a port or a seaport wherever you are sending the goods. And further, the goods are taken care by them. But you need to generate a mandatory e-way bill in case you are sending the goods to the port. So now how the e-way bill can be generated in case of exports in Tally. So let us see that I have created one invoice of sales export here. So this was my party, as my party's address is from out of India because I am selling the goods, I am exporting it, and its GST number is unregistered or you could say unknown, whatever is the thing. Here you could see that I have mentioned these were the party details, but in ship to details, the address mentioned is Gujarat because I am sending the goods to the Gujarat port and I have mentioned the pin code of that only. Now Tally will automatically create or find a distance between your destination to this port destination and very easily create a e-way bill for you. You are not required to go to e-way bill portal and create it from there manually. Tally automatically along with this invoice creates the e-way bill seamlessly. And you have to make sure that place of supply you can select other territories because you are sending the goods out of India. So again, when I go and see the e-way bill generation, it does not give me any error of pin to pin distance, and e-way bill is generated even for the in case of an export where the ship to place is my port. So this earlier there used to come an error, but now this error has been resolved and now you can seamlessly create the e-way bills for the case of export also. So now this was the another enhancement that has come up in the case of e-way bills. The third enhancement is in case of the e-way bill generation for material in and material out. Earlier, in case of a job work, you need to go to the e-way bill portal and create the invoice e-way bills. Now, the material in and material out vouchers of Tally has given an option wherein if you are sending the goods to your job worker or job worker is sending the goods back to the principal agent, the e-way bills can be very well created within Tally itself, just like the sales vouchers and the purchase vouchers. The option of creation of e-way bill has come up in the material in and material out vouchers also. So as you all are aware, it is very simple as same as the sales and purchase and material in material out. You can create an e-way bill e-way bill. So right now I have not done the setup of material in. So otherwise, whatever happened, if job worker setup have been done, then you can generate an e-way bill for the material in and material out also for the invoice for the goods sent to a job worker or goods received back from the job worker. So these were the three enhancements in the e-way bill. That is, one is the pin to pin distance. Now it has been calculated automatically. In case of exports, you can very well create an e-way bill for the port. And third is in case of a job work, you are sending a material in or a material out voucher. You are creating the material in or material out voucher. You can create an e-way bill for them also. Now let us see the other GST enhancements. What other GST enhancements have come up? In that, one is the bank charges. Now what used to happen earlier is in a normal bank charges or a bank transactions where you are booking the bank charges through a payment voucher. An error used to come in the GSTR 1 and 3B of in GSTR 3B of uncertain transactions because normally in payment voucher the input has not been considered. But now even through a payment voucher you can book the input IGST, input CGST and HGST of bank charges. Let us see how it can be done. So I have done this. This is my bank charges ledger and I have created this entry. So what I have done is I have made a payment to an HDFC bank. You can see while creating the bank, I have mentioned its GST number. So this is the one thing which you need to take care of. Then in bank charges, what I have done, I have made it an applicable that yes, GST is applicable on these bank charges. And now even through a payment entry, I can pass the CGST and HGST and there will be no error of uncertain transactions in my GSTR returns. So this is the change which has come up wherein in bank charges, you can very well pass the input CGST and HGST through a payment voucher also. So I have done this entry and there is no error. If I press Control O and see my GST calculation, so they are perfectly well. So this is the another enhancement which they have come up with is the bank charges, that wherein in a payment voucher you can create the input CGST and GST entries and no uncertain, it will not be reported in an uncertain transactions. Now second is the bulk conversion of B2B to B2C due to inactive GSTs. So what used to happen is earlier when we upload the GST return before the TallyPrime 5, that on the portal we used to find the errors that there were many GST returns which have been inactive and now we need to shift those manually to the B2C transactions. In TallyPrime 5, now when we can directly upload the GST returns GSTR1 through the Tally, then we used to get the error that these transactions you need to shift from B2B to B2C. Now what used to happen is we need to shift those B2B to B2C on manual basis. But in TallyPrime 5.1, we have come up with a feature wherein all these B2B to B2C transactions can be shifted on a bulk basis, that you can select all your B2B transactions which you need to shift to B2C and all those transactions will be shifted to B2C transactions. So suppose I go to GST returns, DOG, GSTR1. I have opened it for a period and now I want to first check that what are now I want to check validate my GSTs. So here you get an option of validating the GST. So suppose I select all these transactions and I fetch details from portal. You can see that it has shown that this GST is a cancelled GST. So now what I need to do is I need to shift these transactions to the B2C transaction. So what I will do is I will select this transaction and I will shift these transactions. If there would have been multiple, I can select multiple or I can shift in bulk these transactions to B2B transactions. So this is how easy it has now become to shift a transaction from B2B to B2C transactions. I hope it is clear. You can go and validate from here. You just need to fetch the details and all these cancelled GSTs can be shifted from B2B to B2C through a bulk entry, bulk mode, through a bulk creation. So in this, there can be things that bulk, when you are doing the bulk comparison, bulk bulk conversion from B2B to B2C, तो आप उसको voucher, you can check it at a voucher level also, or when it is rejected by GST portal because of the error of B2B to B2C, you can convert them in bulk from B2B to B2C at that time also. Now recomputation of vouchers in case of retrospective changes. So what used to happen is whenever we make a retrospective change in a masters, earlier what used to happen, it used to recompute all my past GST calculations, all my past GST data, and then many uncertain transactions used to get created. But now in TallyPrime 5.1, whenever you make a change in the masters, any uncertain transactions created out of which a different report have been different line item has been given, wherein you can select that you want to update it through a master or you don't want to update through a master. So let us see that. Now suppose I have made a change in the GST masters and you could see that here a new entry have been, new line item have been here, voucher having conflicts with master. So here it shows me that these are the vouchers wherein you have made a change in a master and because of that they have become an uncertain transaction. And what is the mismatch? It is the GST return rate which you have changed. Now if you want all these to be updated as per the master, you just need to select these vouchers and you just need to click here update as per masters. And as soon as you click update as per masters, all these are going to be updated as per the masters. So instead of creating a normal uncertain transaction or something, now you get a different report wherein the masters, any changes made in your GST data because of change in masters gets reflected here. So it is a good case wherein all your changes done because of the change in the master of the previous period, you get to know that you want to update those changes or you don't want to update with those changes. Now, comparability with GSTR 2B, the latest API version of 4.0. So what was happening in the previous version? The details was having the tax rate breakup. जीएसटी टैक्स रेट ब्रेकअप के साथ में डिटेल्स आ रही थी जीएसटीआर 2B में because of the version problem of API, but the problem have now been resolved. Now in the latest version 4.0 of API of the GSTR 2B, the data is coming except GST rate wise detail, and now you can very easily match your GSTR 2B or reconcile your GSTR 2B using the connected GST feature of the GST portal. Let me tell you how you need to download GST returns or GSTR 2B. It's very easy. You need to go to the exchange facility. You need to go and create on the download GSTR, GST returns. Here you need to configure the period of which period you want to download. So suppose I want to download for April 24. What type of returns you want to download? So I said I want to download GSTR 2B return, and as soon as you click here and download it, so it will go to the portal and download the data, and it has shown you the download history here, and the data has been downloaded here, and now I can do the reconciliation of it also. So you could see that my data is already available here. So you could see my data is available here. When I have the data coming in blue is for the GSTR 2B that is coming from the portal, and this is my books data, and it has shown me the reconciliation or the reasons for the differences also reflected here, and now you can perform your reconciliation function very easily. So this is another enhancement that has come in in the latest version of Tally, that is the updated version of API 4.0, which has been supported with the GSTR 2B of Tally. If I talk about the other enhancements, so now we have got other enhancements also, wherein annual GSTR1 export capability in a single file. So earlier what used to happen is whenever we download GSTR1 or we try to get GSTR1 in Excel from the Tally, we need to do it monthly wise or different files were created for every month. Now a functionality has been given wherein you can get data of multiple periods of GSTR1 in a single file. So how that can be done? So suppose I go and I have opened this GSTR1 for a consolidated period or a cumulative period of 1 year. And now when I press Control E or you go and export it. So when you go and export, you have an option that in which format you want to export. So suppose I have selected Excel. Now here you see an option has been given, export written in a single file. So if you want that a single file should be created of this GSTR1, then you just need to press yes. Now for the complete period you have selected, a single file of GST will be created and not the different files. So this is a new thing which has come up in the latest version 5.1, which was not there in 5 or earlier version. So this has given us a, now as the time has come for the GSTR 9 and 9C audits, everyone is doing that. If you want to generate annual GSTR1 in a consolidated basis, you can use this feature and it will really help you. Another feature is the HSN SSC summary from an annual computation. Again, as a GST 99C, we need to have an GST summary, HSN summary. What is the HSN summary of the complete year? So again, a functionality have been given wherein you need to go to the annual computation, and in annual computation, you will be able to find the summary of outward supplies here. And in the summary of outward supplies, you will get the summary HSN wise also, which was earlier not available. So now it has made our life easy that the HSNY summary is available at a click in an annual computation. So I hope I am clear that in a GST, when you go to GST report section, in GST report section, annual computation, and in annual computation, summary of outward supplies, in summary of outward supplies, you get the HSN. In the same way, inward supplies HSNs have been also been given. So these were the enhancements that have come up in TallyPrime 5.1. So now another thing which I want to cover, because these were the enhancements that have come in TallyPrime 5.1. Another feature which I wanted to discuss is the Tally Capital feature. However, this feature came in TallyPrime 5, but people are not much aware about it, or they have not used this feature. And this feature is just not for the accounting, it is for your financial management, because Tally has come up with a great facility wherein Tally can help you providing a loan for your business, which will help you to grow your business. So how and what you need to do is, you just need to go to the Tally Capital website, tallycapital.tallysolutions.com, and you just need to submit a request there. So here is the website, tallycapitalsolutions.com, tallycapital In this website, you just need to mention your basic details, that is your name, place, email, and agree, request a callback, or you just need to select a product here, that you have selected any of the products. And after you have selected a product, you just need to give your name, email, your phone number, your Tally serial number. Now, this Tally serial number is very important, because Tally does not want that your information goes in public and anyone can use it. By giving this serial number, any information which is used or downloaded from this stays in your computer and no third party can use it. So this is the Tally serial number, and OTP will be sent to you. Once you verify the OTP, you can just install this add-on. After clicking on this install add-on, what you need to do is, you just need to come to the Tally portal of yours, and at Tally portal you just need to go to the help, in about, in settings, in license, you just need to update your license. So what you need to do is, you just need to go in settings, license, manage license. In manage license, you just need to update your license. Once you update your license, this Tally Capital feature comes here. You can see that Tally Capital, one more tab have been added of Tally Capital. Now, what does this Tally Capital helps to do you? It gives you the, sorry, my Tally has gone to educational mode because of some, let me just reactivate my license. Just give me a second, because of some internet issue or connectivity, Tally has gone to educational mode. So meanwhile, let me tell you what Tally Capital is going to help you. Tally Capital is going to give you your eligibility based on your CIBIL and based on your bank statement or your annual turnover as per GST. The loan which can be offered to you, once you accept it and give the basic documents to it, Tally will find a best suitable partner for you, who the bank or an NBFC, who can give you the loan at the lowest rates with the best comfort you get, and then they will help you to get the loan within 3 days itself. So this much fast process it is there, and you can do all the basic things, basic documentation, basic KYC clearance by Tally itself, within Tally only. You are not required to go physically anywhere. It is so easy process, and the good thing is that you get your CIBIL score. You are able to know what is your eligibility criteria. So this is another good feature. Meanwhile, if anyone has dropped any query, I think I can take up the query.
Yes, Moji, there are quite a few queries. So if you can just go through the Q&A, I think that would be better. Then we can take up the chat.
Yes.
Should I repeat or are you?
No, I am just going through it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So conversion from B2C, I will show right now in the tally. And then can we export GSTR2 in JSON format from tally? You want to export GSTR2? I need to see that export is possible or not of GSTR2. Just we will check right now. Can I get a record file? Yes. All the sessions of Tally CA Connect is available on the Tally website portal, so you can get it from there. How to enable Tally Capital? So Tally Capital, I will just show you how to enable it once again. That how it can be enabled. How it can be enabled. When we export HSNY sales summary on a monthly basis to Excel, how can we get all GSTins? Get the GSTins in an export file. So HSNY summary, you will not get the GST. HSN summary is a different summary where you will get an HSN wise taxable value and the CGST, HGST or the IGST cess amount. But it is not, here you will not get the GST wise HSN. If I am not wrong, you are trying to ask me that I can get a GST wise HSN wise summary. So practically that is not possible, and I don't think as per the requirement of 9(9)(c) also that information needs to be given anywhere. So let me start my tally once again. Yes, so we were on Tally Capital, so let us first complete this process again. So someone asked in the query that how we get this Tally Capital add-on here and how we can do it. So you just need to go on this Tally Capital website, which is tallycapital.tallysolutions.com. Here you select any of the product. Once you select the product, you get this screen. Here you need to give your basic informations like name, email, phone number, your Tally serial license number, enter the OTP and select the partner and submit it. As soon as you submit it, you will get a notification here that yes, congratulations, just go to Tally and update your Tally license. This is the thing you need to do. So first step is this. Now when you come to Tally, you need to go to help. In help settings, license, manage license, you have an option to update. As soon as you update the license from here, you get this Tally Capital tab on your main screen of Tally. Okay, so this is the basic process which we have done. Now how to use it, how to check the eligibility of us. We need to go to the Tally Capital screen. Here we need to press continue. It gives the basic of the what is the Tally Capital all about. Now here you have two of things. Do you want to give directly file a loan application or you want to check the eligibility? So let us first check the eligibility. As soon as you go and check the eligibility, you just need to mention your mobile number. Every time when you enter, it will ask you for an OTP because of the security reason, so that no other person can use this thing and mislead you or misuse it. So I have mentioned I have got an OTP. As soon as I entered the OTP, you can see a check eligibility screen has come, check CIBIL score. For the first time when you do, you just need to give your PAN number here. You just need to give your first name, last name, email ID, your date of birth and the PIN code. Just remember this date of birth, first name and last name should match with your PAN number. Whatever the details you have given in the PAN card, it should match with that. As soon as you do this, you have an option of eligibility as per bank statement, eligibility as per company books. So eligibility as per company books is कि जो the things which you have in your tally, it will calculate the eligibility according to that. What is your last year's turnover, what is your annual turnover, and what is your eligibility. If you want to do it through a bank statement eligibility, you just need to upload your bank statement, and according to that, an eligibility will be carried. So I click eligibility as per company books. So it will try to calculate my eligibility as per the company books. So it has taken the period which was open here, and it shows that it is an insufficient data to calculate the eligibility from here. Now suppose you have an option to enter monthly. Suppose my monthly sales is 25 lakhs and I am a service sector entity. So it automatically gives me an eligibility of 20 lakhs, that you are eligible to apply for a loan of 20 lakhs. Now this is to check the eligibility. Now another thing is you see in the right side you have an option of CIBIL report. You can see your CIBIL report also. So here you could see that a CIBIL report has come up, that for this PAN number, this is the CIBIL report. You could see all your loans, all your credit card, all your everything that comes into CIBIL. Here it has been shown. Now people must be worried that as soon as we click here and the CIBIL score gets created, so my CIBIL is going to be impacted, because this is normal theory which happens. But be assured, your CIBIL is not going to be impacted if you use this feature of Tally. There is not going to be an impact on your CIBIL score. Even if you want to see a full report of your loans, your CIBIL score, your CIBIL, you can see it from here. As soon as you click here, the full report, on the right side, so you could see the CIBIL score here is 758. All the basic information is given here. What is your date of birth, PAN number and all. Apart from that, here is the contact information, the employment information, the account information. So these are the loans which are going on right now. If you want to see any details of any of the loans, you just need to click on here. You get your account details, that how much is the loan, what is the time period remaining, what is the outstanding, when the loan was started, everything. Even you get the payment status. So you could see payment history 0000. This shows that there is no outstanding for these particular months. The zero does not show that the zero payment has been done. It shows that there is no outstanding payment or as per the payment history. So you can even get your CIBIL. You can check whatever loans are going on here. Please note, the CIBIL score gets updated on a monthly basis only. So don't try to get it on a daily basis and see is my CIBIL score same or is it changed or anything, because CIBIL score is changed on a monthly basis. Here, the good thing given is also the raise a dispute. So suppose there is anything coming in your CIBIL which does not belongs to you, which is impacting your CIBIL score. So you have an option to raise a dispute also. You can click here and you can raise a dispute. You can follow the CIBIL procedure and raise a dispute. This will help you to better your CIBIL score, remove the things which are not there in the CIBIL score, and on a monthly basis you can check that your dispute has been resolved or not, the line item have been removed from here or not. It's a great thing that the Tally has come up, and it gives you an eligibility criteria based on your company's books or the bank statement. As soon as you want to apply, you can see that you can even see your view loan EMI. Here it shows you if you take a 20 lakhs OD at this rate of interest, at this, what will be your EMI per month, what will be principal, what will be the interest. So a complete breakup has been given to you. So it is 100% transparent. You get all your information before even applying the loan. You are aware about the complete things. What will be my EMI? What will be my rate of interest approximately? Please note, this rate of interest is an approx idea. Once your file is applied to a particular bank or NBFC, then a final rate of interest is calculated. If you click here, apply now, it's a very easy procedure wherein you need to give your basic KYC documents and all, and you can apply from it here also. You can select the tenure period, you can select the amount, and you can apply from here. A Tally executive will go through the complete information you have submitted it will analyze your information, and then accordingly it will give your file to a particular bank or NBFC where you can get a maximum benefit. And it is doing very good business right now. It is doing very good and helping the businesses to grow their business. It has become very easy for a businessman to take a loan because of these features Tally has come up with. So this was all about the Tally Capital thing which was there. Now there were few questions which I think I can resolve. Yes. So there was one query regarding the HSN summary. So in annual computation, the HSN summary which comes is of the summary of the outward supplies, which is basically given on the HSN wise. It cannot be, we cannot receive this summary based on the GSTN basis. So this summary comes with an HSN details only and not the GSTN details. It is very clear. There was one query of conversion of bulk B2B to B2C. So bulk B2B to B2C will be done when you going to upload your GST returns and you will get an error of rejected GSTs. Then you can change them automatically to B2C by selecting a procedure. Uh, I just need to, because I am on a live data, I cannot change those things. But let me see how can I show those things to you. Mhm. So for that, just wait. I will resolve that query at last. The bulk conversion of bulk B2B to B2C. I will try to do it with a dummy data. Meanwhile, I can take another queries if we have in the portal. So Komal ma'am, any other
Huh.
query
Huh,
that are
so in the Q&A, if you see, there are eight questions. That is the how to connect Tally with the GST. If you can just show the starting process of connecting with the GST portal.
okay? So in the TallyPrime 5 or 5.1, you will find an option of exchange. Okay. So in an exchange, you have an option of GST login and log out. First of all, you need to give your basic details that I also again show you, that you need to go to the features F11. In features F11, you need to just enable this GST option. First of all, when you enable the GST options, you get an option of GST username. You can put your GST username here. You want to submit the mode of filing. Whenever you are going to file your GSTR1, you will use DSC or EVC. You can select it from here. So this is the first step wherein you enable your GST, give your basic information, give your GST username. Now, second thing is you go to the exchange option. Here you will find a login logout option. Here, as soon as you click it and send an OTP, a OTP will be sent from GST portal on your registered mail ID and phone number of the GST. You just need to give that OTP and you will be connected with the GST portal seamlessly. So the only two things are needed. One is the user ID of your GST and second is the OTP for the authentication of it. So this is how you can be connected. And once you are connected, you can download, upload your GST returns, file your GSTR1 using this exchange facility. I have shown the download feature that you just need to go here and download the GSTR1 2A, 2B, 3B. You can download everything into the portal. And the good thing is when this download has been done, along with this download, a reconciliation is also happening in the Tally parallelly. So this is download and reconciliation, both things happening. Yes.
Yeah. Can you practically show the implementation of Tally Capital function after enabling it? I think we already covered that.
I have covered.
Yeah, yeah, we have
To
covered.
the
I think
extent
this
I
question was
can
prior to this.
bring
No, no,
down.
I think it was done prior to this. Yeah. How to export GSTR to A to B reconciled Excel built from Tally.
Reconciled Excel.
Huh.
So I think what the person is asking is that if I have done a GSTR 2B reconciliation, if I have done a GSTR 2B reconciliation and he is trying to ask me that I need to download this. I also need to see that the reconciliation, with reconciliation it can be downloaded properly or not. That would be reconciliation. XLS.
Should we take up other question? Actually, so I just checked with one of the expert. I think it is not possible.
Because
Yeah.
yes, only the summary of it is can be exported, but line wise reconciliation is not possible of that. Yes.
The next Q&A, can we export GSTR 2A in JSON format? I think ये भी आपने
Yes.
yeah. How to download GSTR 1 GST portal bill wise?
How to download GSTR 1 from the portal bill wise. So
Hmm.
it gets automatically downloaded when you download the GSTR 1 from the portal, and using this functionality, it gets downloaded on auto mode. So it is, let me clear. So when you download the data from this exchange option, it gets automatically downloaded. So it's not getting downloaded on a bill-wise mode, because it's just a drill down thing that happens when you go to GSTR 1, and you can drill down to it. So what happens is you can just drill down to it and you get a bill-wise details. ऐसा नहीं है कि bill-wise details you cannot get. So GSTR 1 also you get a bill-wise details available. This is of the books, and in the same way you can get of the portal also. So that is very well possible, and that is done automatically when you download the return. You just need to go into this GSTR 1 reconciliation and drill down it. That's it. Right now I don't have the live data, I think, or I have, yes. So here you can get the bill-wise details also. These are bill-wise details. You can see the voucher number is there, taxable amount is there, bill-wise details is an option here. If you are trying to ask me that you want to download it in Excel, that is not possible. But on Tally itself, you get the bill-wise details here. You have an option in the right side where you can see the voucher-wise also. So here you get these are the voucher-wise details available. Yes.
How to reconcile GSTR 1 sales invoice?
Says SEZ.
नहीं, sales invoice.
It
GSTR 1 sales invoice. How to
is
reconcile?
again, you can see that the screen is there, the reconciliation has been done. And if you want to reconcile any of the invoice, suppose I want to reconcile this invoice with this invoice or this, I can do it accordingly. So the option is same as it is there. You can see that the portal data is there in blue and the company's data is there in the black, and you can very well reconcile it. You can just select the transactions. If you want to reconcile it, you can just select and reconcile it. It is just like you do for a GSTR 2A thing, you just need to do GSTR 1. That's it.
How to file GSTR 1 and 3B from Tally, like uploading the return.
So uploading of the returns. So let me clear. You can upload your GSTR 3B from here, but you cannot file. For filing of GSTR 3B, you need to go to the portal. Filing of GSTR 1 is practically possible from GST from Tally itself. What steps you need to follow is, I can tell you the steps right now, because actually the session was of 5.1, so I am not having the proper demonstrative data for TallyPrime 5, but I will showcase you all these things. So first, what you need to do is you need to select the period from here. April choice, suppose I have selected it. You need to make sure that there are no uncertain transactions on your things. You just need to go to exchange. You just need to click on upload GSTR1, upload GSTR1 returns. So it showcases you the data here. It is there that these are the sales transactions. You just need to send. As soon as you click on the send button, it is sent, and if the process is complete without error, you get a result that it has been updated successfully. If there are any error or rejections, it has been shown practically on the portal itself that these are the errors or the rejections. Once this is done, once if there are any rejections, you just need to correct those rejections and send again. Once that is done, you need to click on file GSTR1. As soon as you click on the file GSTR1, it is going to show you the summary. Once you agree, once you think that this is the correct thing, you just need to send, give an OTP, and as soon as if you have selected EVC, you need to give an OTP. If you have selected DSC, you need to apply DSC, and your return will be filed. So this is the way GSTR 1 is filed. For GSTR 3B, you can upload the GSTR 3B from here, but you cannot file GSTR 3B right now with from Tally itself. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I think for the questions directly on 5.0, we can actually give them the link. I have already put the playlist in the CA Connect. You can refer to the 5.0 videos. It has clearly shown that.
Yes, it has
Okay,
been very
yeah.
well shown in those videos.
And
Still,
so one more thing to rectify the previous question, that is, can we get the how to export the GSTR to a to be reconciled Excel filled from Tally? I've actually replied to the person in chat, but it is possible. I just checked. I'm just sending you the process if you can show. I've just put in the chat.
yes, I think I have also downloaded. Let me see if it is available here itself only. So no, this is not the right way. I think you need to tell
Yeah,
the
I
way.
have put the steps in the. I have already answered Mr. Brajesh, so I've given him in the chat.
I also need to learn that.
Yeah, so
But
it's
I have
very
also
new,
not
so
tried.
that is understood. Yeah. And we can take the next. Please provide invoice-wise reconciliation in your next release. Okay, thank you, Mr. Brajesh. Yes. Can we make sales entry in the with GSTR1 into Tally?
No,
No,
that
I
cannot
think,
be.
yeah, yeah.
You are trying to say that an automatic entry from GSTR 1 to Tally, that an automatic it cannot be done. You can take GSTR 1 for reconciliation with your books, but if you want to create your books using GSTR 1, that is not possible right now in Tally.
Okay, next, how to rectify the error of e-invoicing?
How to rectify the error of invoicing? Again, it's a
Again, yeah.
question, but I can just tell you that to rectify anything relating to e-waybill and e-invoice, you just need to go into the GST reports. There is a section of e-waybill and e-invoice. As soon as you click here at the e-invoice, so whatever the errors are coming for the invoice, it is very well explained here that this is the reason for the error. You need to update this much of data, or you need to put this much of more data. There is pendency of what thing. As soon as you rectify that, it gets rectified. So I think I have tried with directly making an e-invoice with the portal or another softwares also. But the way Tally explains it, or the errors, the way Tally reflects here, no other software provides you the errors in such a general layman form that everyone can very easily correct those errors. So you just need to go on this e-invoice, just like e-waybill. I can showcase you that here is an IRN generated, that these two e-waybill are ready for IRN generated. Now let me do some change here. I can showcase you how the error comes. So suppose I remove this pin code from here. Let me remove something from my company information, if I can remove. Now you could see an error has come for the e-way bill. I am not having the e-invoice data, but I am trying to explain you through the e-way bill data that mismatch in the e-invoice not provided. Now you could see in the error, consigner bill from pin code is not specified or is invalid. So it is clearly mentioning what is the reason that why e-way bill is not being generated. So here the consigner pin code has not been provided, because to find a distance, pin to pin distance, you need to give a consigner pin code and a ship to pin code. Then only pin to pin distance can be calculated. So this is a mandatory thing for generation of an e-way bill. So it has been very clearly mentioned, and in this same way the e-invoice errors are being given by the Tally.
Yeah. Okay. How to accept IMS 2B bills in Tally? Is that possible, sir?
No. So I think if you are trying to ask the new IMS system that has come up wherein you need to accept the bills. So for accepting those bills, you need to go to the GST portal only and then only accept. By default, every of your invoice has been considered as accepted. So for that, you need to go to the portal only. If you want to do the rejection process of it, that you need to reject some bills, then you need to go to portal only.
Okay, great. So some of the answers which I got in help, I'm actually answering them with the YouTube link or the help pages which I got.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. How to get GST name after downloading GSTR 2A.
How to get GST name after downloading GSTR 2A.
Yeah.
So it is basically through, let me tell you again, DOE. So you are trying to say कि जो GSTR 2 में है उनका ही. So then again it's a challenge. Otherwise, to get the data of the which there are in your books, basically the data which there is in your books, you can get the GST number of them, but the data which is not there in your books and only available at the portal right now you cannot get. Otherwise you can get the data from validate here. You can fetch the information and you will get the name and all. But if you want to say that the data is there available only in GSTR 2A and not the just like here that the data is just available in GSTR 2A and not available in books, then party name cannot be find it out. I need to take the GST number and then find it out. But from directly from here, the shortcut has not been given. So you need to take the GST number and then create a ledger out of it and then you can find it out. I can showcase you how it can be done. So what you can just take a GST number from there. You can go to create ledger and in create ledger, you need to fetch data from GST number. Here you need to give a GST number. So suppose whatever was your GST number there, you just need to give it here. I think I have mentioned a wrong GST number. Yes, so the data has come that this was your as per the portal, this is there, as per books, this is there. So books will not be there. You can just update as per the portal and that party will be created in your books. So this is possible, but getting name in GSTR 2A for those who do not, the parties that does not exist in your books is not possible. Yes.
Yeah. So sir, we have answered all the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we have just, I think the one which is open is please provide invoice-wise reconciliation in your next. And the first part is available actually. And I think one more query, sir. When we are reconciling 2B with tally data, purchase number in tally automatically, we are putting the number of invoice number. So, एक बार आप, if you can just read it, it's waiting. I think he's also raising hand. Can we allow the person to talk?
एक second, I am reading the query.
Yeah.
Actually, query is not reflected to me. I think I where I missed.
Mr. Sagar, it's not in chat, sir. If you open the Q&A, yeah.
Okay. I was opening the chat.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, when we are reconciled to be with the tally data purchase number in tally automatically and we are put the number in the invoice number in supply, and the invoice number with the to be. I think the query is again relating to that key when we are reconciling GSTR 2B, there is a supplier invoice number and there is an invoice number. So we have put it in a supplier invoice number and how to reconcile it. So, Komal ma'am, if it is possible, you can just share that GS the TallyPrime 5 link. Basically, it explains it very well that how
Yeah, I will do
they are
that. I'll do that.
typically reconciled.
Yeah. So to all, I've just put in because again, like I'm requesting everybody to use the connected GST and features. We have done 2, 3 sessions on the TallyPrime 5.0 release. In the playlist link which I've put in the chat, please do refer and refer. It's in Hindi as well as English. Please do refer to that. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, sir, I
session
think
was on TallyPrime 5.1, so I am not having the
no, no, of
demo
course,
data
sir.
for
In
TallyPrime
fact,
5,
the
otherwise I would have resolved the issues which I think all people are raising. So it would be better that you can go through the links and understand. And even if some problem persists, you can anytime call me. I will try to take the PC on any desk or something, and we'll try to resolve any of the issues which you face.
yeah. So thank you, sir. In fact, please do not apologize because 5.0, in fact, we had a great session, I'm sure, because you had shown everything live, right from the tally capital to every other thing, be it the e-way bill and everything. So it was a very useful session. And like all the sessions which are being referred in our playlist, we will definitely make sure that this gets uploaded in a day or two and more people can learn about this. Yeah, I will send the link once more so that everybody can.
Yes.
Yeah, one
Thank
second.
you, Team Tally,
Thank you,
for your.
Mohit. It was a great and very useful session.
Yes. Thank you, all the participants, for patience listening and asking the few questions, even which we are not aware of it, how to resolve it. So it was a great learning with you all in last 1 hour, you could say. And let's keep learning. And again, a request to you all that please migrate to the latest version of Tally and start using it. It's a wonderful experience, and which will help saving a lot of your time, and your data will be more, you will be more compliant using the latest versions.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'll now end the session.